for the
What's that gonna do?
people coming through. That's
I'll
what all
put it
this
back
is.
away.
We're gonna see if you're lying or not.
Hook me up.
Okay, what's,
Do we need to slide it over so you're not stressing
yeah,
it a little bit?
it's right
Okay.
there. Okay. My laptop has the ability to record audio, so it's not like a microphone where you're gonna be speaking. But one rule is you have to speak up.
Okay.
In the Nicoll family, I don't think that's gonna be too,
Oh, we're all pretty quiet.
Except one starts talking and somebody comes in and says, "Oh no." I remember it different than that. And so
We'll take both stories.
what Kim, yeah,
And the one that's more exciting is the one we'll make the movie about. Like a Western. You don't go on fact, you go on the myth that's the most exciting.
now, the point of this isn't, we don't exactly know what we're looking for, we just wanna get as many answers as we possibly can. If they're if they're 100%, if you don't know 100%, we just wanna know maybe what you feel, what you thought. And the idea really is to kind of just average it out. And if you have something you want to say that just comes to your mind, it may not be exactly what we're talking about. Just if it's a memory that we want to get recorded, that's fine. I know for me and for most of us, we didn't know Grandma and Grandpa Nicoll at all. And I know my dad, he was 9 when she passed away. He doesn't have a lot of memories, but he has more memories than any of his children do. So
Well, what are we dealing with here, the ranch? Or are we dealing with the D.C. Nicoll family?
what we wanted to start out with was the history of the ranch. I'm just going to start recording it right now. Okay, go ahead.
We found when we start asking you questions about the ranch, it opens up a whole slew of memory. My dad tells me he doesn't remember anything because he's the baby of the family. But when we start asking questions and he talks, all of a sudden it opens up some memories. So we kind of want to start with the history from the beginning, because we seem to think that everything stems from the ranch.
Well, my information was
Kim.
that Grandpa Cap Naegle established that ranch in 1878. Now, if anybody has any other date than that, I'm open for it.
well, did Grandpa Naegle, Cap Naegle started, or did John C. Naegle
No,
come down and start it?
my understanding was that John C. Naegle left his wife here and went on to Mexico. Cap Naegle and some of the other boys helped him drive those cows. But our grandmother of John C. Naegle didn't want to go to Mexico, and she stayed in Concho. And Cap and some of the boys came back and stayed with her. And Cap established, at one time, he had a full township. That would be 64.
No,
36.
36 sections.
Well, he had more than a township then. He probably had, because Roy got away with some of it, Gene got away with some of it. And so we practically had 36 sections. When you add up what all we got in there, patented land, and including what Johnny's got right now. But that was fought in 1948 when they split this up. That brought up a lot of blood, bad blood. That Roy and Gene got away with some sections. It got pretty nasty. So we'll stay out of that.
Well, I was always told that Roy got some extra land because he was the baby when Grandma Naegle died.
Well, that was his story, that Grandma Naegle gave it to him to get him started. And that was disputed in 1948, but he had made it hold up, so Like I say, I'm not gonna get involved in it. It might get back to
Edit that part out, please.
Okay.
No,
So, Cap started the
but
ranch.
he had over at Township
Okay,
when he started. And my understanding was 1878, and somebody the other day corrected me on that. That was, see, he got married in 1891. And I don't know how old he was when he got married.
we can figure that out.
We can figure that out through
So,
history.
So he started the ranch, and how long did he run cattle?
till he died.
Who helped him during the
Well, let's start. He goes on a mission.
1895?
He didn't have the ranch before his mission, right?
Well, if he went on a mission in 1895, he would have had to have the ranch.
He was married when he went on his mission and left several wives here,
Right,
from what I
but I-
understand. And I think that they had
Wait.
land in Apache
Hey,
County.
Not several wives.
He
We're
just
talk-
had the one wife here.
Cap had one.
You're talking about Cap.
We're talking Cap. I don't know anything about John C. Nicoll.
I don't.
Okay,
I'm not gonna get into that.
When, from what I understand, they had land in Apache County, and then there was some land down in Mexico that I'm not sure whose name that was in.
Well,
Well, that would have been in John C. Naegle, because I don't think Cap Naegle really went down there.
Cap Nicoll never went to Mexico.
And then-
I know.
We'll have to check genealogy dates on the, what year he was running the ranch.
Now,
But I was under the impression that he left for a mission prior to coming to Concho, Cap Naegle, and prior to marrying. Or does anybody know, was he
No,
married?
He had two kids when he
Yeah, I
left
thought he
on
was
mission.
Okay.
married.
All right.
But I think
Your
Mama
mom,
was born there while he was gone.
yeah, your mom was conceived
That's what I think.
before he left.
Seems I
All
heard
right.
it someplace.
Good thing we're here
We-
hashing it out.
we can go to Apache County and verify when he filed. on his-
So the date of 1880 is wrong. You think it's 1878?
I heard it was 1878. Now, somebody said 1880. Well, I'm not gonna dispute that because I don't know for a
Cody
fact.
said it.
Well,
Where did Cody get that date?
I just made it up.
It was a round figure that was easy to.
It sounded good.
no, he might be right.
okay.
Well, Apache County should have records.
Okay.
Well, we need to look that up.
But
So,
at one time, all their records were burned up. But you could look it up at the recorder's office.
okay. So Cap went on his mission, came back, and when did he come back? 18,
Well, when was your mom born?
1896.
96. He came back, he was gone for 3 years, so about 2.5 years after that. At least that, so 98, 1898.
So,
And then at least that history that, says he came back and he worked for other people, but that history, I don't recall saying when he, started the ranch. He was just working for other ranchers until he could get enough cattle or something of his own.